Yeah, and I'm on a lot earlier today than normal. Yes, I am. My hair is a mess. I'll be honest with you, I've been up like since 11:30 last night. So, hence the reason why my hair is, hence the reason why my hair may be a little bit of a mess. It's quite funny because actually I went, oh yeah, I'll have a lay down for 10 minutes. First sleep, woke up 6 hours later. As you do. And then I was up anyway, so let me have a quick look at this. Just right, so this is Escape Maze. I went to put Escape the Maze, and they said, no, this name is already taken. You can't use that. So I'm like, oh. So I've ended up having to abbreviate it down to Escape Maze, because that's basically what it is. It's a maze game. And honestly and truthfully, I don't even know. I've done it. I know you can solve it, but I have no idea. What's going on? Why is it not doing anything? Well, that is clever, isn't it? So there's a problem with it. Well, there's not a problem with it. There's a problem with the internet. Oh. I'm going to have to... look, there you go, straight away. Boom. See, I told you it wasn't me. It's the game. That was my connection failed. Let's try again. Didn't have this problem before. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Let's try again. There we go. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So we got the okay, so I've got to make my way. Oh, I've still got my gun from last time. Oh, I need to oh yeah, I need to put infinite bullets on. Infinite bullets. At least managed to remember to. Oh, it hasn't got sliding on. There you go. Infinite bullets and slide. I have to make a note of this. Infinite bullets and sliding. Two things we're going to have to switch on the game. So people can like slide if they want. I mean, you don't need to slide, I suppose. It's not a game where you need to slide. It's just nice to slide from time to time. I like to slide when I'm playing games. So anyway, let's. Wow, I managed to do that really quickly, as you can see. I did manage to really do that really quickly. Let's see what else this game holds for anybody who's interested in this. Look. You can't jump very high because you bang your head. So let's go back. This is one of those things I'm going to be building on because I will be rebuilding this game from time to time. Oh, I didn't come this way, did I? Now here's a little trick that I know. So this is great. Come through here. And then we go over here. And then we emote. Oh look, there we go. And here we are. Right, so you have this and this. This is going to give you XP eventually. Okay, this is going to give you XP eventually. This is going to give you XP eventually. At the moment, it's got to be categorized. Hence the reason why I'm on here. So I'm going to take a couple of guns out there. and just because that way I can just go, look, you can stand in. The idea is you're going to be able to shoot these over and over again. I didn't actually need that many, did I? Look, because I could have just got away with like doing, you got about 67 down, so I could have just there you go. So that's how that's going to work. How this works is we go that way. I'm actually going backwards. Oh, I've got the wrong way. I've got the wrong way. How this works is like pure and simply like this. There we go. Up and up and up and up and up and up and up. So the idea of the timers is I'm trying to figure out how to give XP on each one of these. So basically every 5 minutes you get XP. Anyway, this is another thing I've got. So this will eventually give XP as well. So pretty there we go, and bounce up and down. So the question is, how long can I AFK? I've really been wanting to make a game where I can AFK and just get XP from it. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. So the question is, how long can this go on for? How long can I play this game for like this? I mean, that is the question. So much so, I can play 2 games, 2 controllers. So I've got my other one at the moment I'm just putting on. So that, there we go, so we've done that, right, so let's now get that one in. So we're going to see how long I can AFK in this game for. We're just issues to let's get rid of that. AFK hashtag Fortnite. Let's refresh that. Does it change the title? Cool. Alright, the question is, how long can I AFK while playing Fortnite? Straight in it. Check emails. Like I could be a tax manager. Let's have a look. gonna see how long this lasts. Right, so I want to get at least half an hour without touching the controller. Okay, this is my test. This is my test version. This is. There's a couple of things straight away I need to do. One is I need to put infinite bullets on. The second one is obviously not keep hold of items, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I'll go sort that out in the save file. And I also need, I wouldn't mind doing so you can slide as well, because that's just a natural thing anyway. So that would be good. In the meantime, what I can do, if I bring up Restream, bring up chat, mid chat, launch chat, what I can do is put my chat over there and bring up my thing for my video, so I can edit my video while that's on the go. Create a new YouTube tutorial for Save the World. Well, let me move this little numpad out of the way. I wish I had more accounts so I could just basically load them all up and see how it works, see how it would do. So the one's got, so in 30 minutes is technically would be the time XP would kick in. In the meantime, while I'm running that, I'm gonna create some footage. I do need to do my YouTube shorts. But anyway, what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? This was. Oh, that's right. I was running it. I wanted to not so much build it. I was going to create that so I can build it here. To show the footage of it working. I will try and keep an eye on the yeah, I want to try and keep the tutorial down very short. I suppose I'd want that bit, wouldn't I? We don't know the whole footage of the whole thing, we just need it at the end. I don't even need the whole thing. I just need that bit there, that bit there.
Perfection. You collected all of the
I don't even need that bit there.
files. Amazing. Praiseworthy job, Commander. So, good job. The data you collected will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
And that do from there, right.
We're ready to expand again. When you're ready to start the fight, select
13 minutes so
expand
far,
shield from the storm shield.
and I haven't touched controller once. Okay, yeah, so I'm looking for the bit where I started building, which was... there. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you how to build your retrieve the data mission defense. This will work in every single one from Stonewood.
Just don't know how many times it takes to actually make record a video.
And any mission that you can want to retrieve the data. This is more aimed at someone who's new, who basically have never seen this sort of thing before. So it just gives you a heads up on exactly how this works. So let's carry on. No.
And then I'm like, no, don't like the sound of that.
No.
So straight away, we delete that bit of footage because we know that's not to be used.
Right, okay, so this is how
I should keep those bits, you know, as outtakes. Control Z, Control Z.
aimed at someone who's new, who basically have never seen this sort of thing before. So it just gives you a heads up on exactly how this works. So let's carry on. Right, okay, so this is how right, so I'm going to show you how to build your defenses for the retrieve the data mission. 15 minutes. So the retrieve data mission, what would happen is there's this this satellite's going to drop down.
I just want to point out, yeah, every time I did this recording, yeah, I forgot to take my, because what I do is I start off with myself, and then the idea is then I hide my face and then show the build. And what I kept doing was I kept forgetting. I either kept forgetting to press record or hide my face. So I was explaining what I was doing, and all you can see was me. It was like, yeah. Not that you want to see me. But.
And it will appear in a center of a point here. Okay, and you're going to build around there. Okay, so now let's start again. Now let's
Yeah, Javine. Can I add you? What do you mean? What do you mean? Add you? Add you to what? What do you want me to add you to?
Curianti.
Curianti?
That's an unusual name.
Oh, is that your surname, is it, Javine? What is it you want me to add you to, Dewey? Just out of curiosity. I am curious. Remember? I'm testing an AFK theory. So far I'm on 17 minutes while I'm editing my video. That's going to be on later. Start again. So, show me the battle pass skins. I want them on my... Show you the battle pass skins. Show you the battle pass skins. But I'm not in the in that area at the moment. I'm actually in something else. Why? Which battle pass skin were you on about there? There's quite a few of them. Quite a few battle pass skins, to be fair. Battle pass skins, okay. Where was I? Okay then, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to build your defences for retrieve the data. This will work across all missions from 19 minutes AFK to etc. Okay, this is let's see if we can get to the 30-minute mark. This, I have to do something with this controller because it goes into hibernation otherwise. I missed that. Missed it. This. Start again. Okay, this is pretty much standard build for this. I've lost you now. Okay, this is pretty much standard build for this. Start again. Right. Right then, okay, so now I'm going to show you how to build your defences for retrieve the data. We'll be on 20 minutes. This point here, this thing I'm running on at the moment is going to represent... You can't see that, can you? I'm running on at the moment is going to represent... You can't see that, can you? How many times did I make a mistake? Right, okay, so I'm going to show you how to build your defences for retrieve the data mission. So, let's go. Yay! Okay, for this build, I am going to be building it in stonewood, but you will see it working a bit later on. 21 minutes being used in a mission. Okay, this is going to represent the satellite. So what's going to happen is the satellite's going to drop down and it's going to take up one square space like this. So this represents that satellite. Okay, so we're going to be using stone for this. This build is adequate enough for this. If you've got metal, by all means use metal, but stone should be fine. So first what you're going to want is basically 4 walls like so. Okay, and then you're going to want to put your 4 floors in around so. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly upgrade those. Okay, so next you're going to want to put yourself in the corners, walls like this, 2 on each corner,
like so. And then you're going to want to put a set stairs facing outwards like this. So if you look at that, that's facing up towards that direction. Like so. I'm just going to quickly upgrade those. And next we're going to put a lid on the top, so we're going to be putting a roof on this, just like so. Okay, and now I'm just going to upgrade them. Right, so that's all the actual right, so that's all the actual build itself. Now we're going to add the traps. So the first trap you're going to want to add is a floor launcher. 24 minutes. Can't we make it for the 30 minute? You're going to want to add a floor launcher at the bottom of each of these stairs. Like so. The next thing we're going to want to do is add wall darts. "25 minutes. And the wall darts will just go on the walls just behind the stairs. Like so. Just take away the bits where I'm not talking. Then we're going to use broadsides, and I'm going to put them on the inside of each wall. Like so. Let's get rid of the like so part, I think. Now we're going to put the ceiling trap on. So we're going to take ourselves an electric ceiling trap. I'm going to put them just above stairs. Like so. No one called Pidgey. And then I will narrow it down even Next, more. You're going to want to add traps to the outside of the build. So we're going to use our wall darts again. So we're going to use like that. Now we're going to deal with the top part of the actual build. So what you're going to do is you need to get yourself a anti-air trap, one on each corner. To deal with anything that may come over the top. Finally, if you're doing this as a solo mission, actually a good idea to maybe put some defender posts down as well, and that way you can actually just equip one of your defenders onto there and then give them a weapon. You drop it down and then you would put the lid over the top. Alright, you put down. The satellite, so you start the mission. The satellite, so you start the mission. And that is basically it. What you then do, and that is basically it. What you then do is you would then drop down the satellite, so you start the mission off, you drop it down, and then you would put the lid over the top. With a pyramid Oh, we hit half an hour yet? What it has? It hit that. It's gone past the half an hour mark. Ooh, it's gone past the half an hour. So that's 30 minutes. How long can I stay in this? How long can I keep doing this for? Something like that. Like so. $27 minutes on that account. That means I'm on over half an hour on this account. And there you go. That is the build. That's pretty much how it works. Okay. There's nothing more complicated than that. Nice and simple and easy, as you can see, to actually build this defense. So, if you're actually building this in stonewood, then brick would be fine. If you build it in plankton, brick is fine as well. I would suggest if you're going to build it in canny and twine, use metal, because the husks do start to get stronger with the actual missions itself. And this is ideal if you want to solo the mission yourself, because now you've got your defenders and you've also got your defenses as well. Right, okay, so that's the build. There, as you can see, it's just exactly what you need. So if you're going to build this in stonewood or plankton, I would say brick is fine. If you're going to do canny or twine, make sure you use metal because the husks are much stronger. This construction itself is ideal if you're soloing it. You've then got everything you need with the assistance of some defenders on top to actually deal with any husks that may come as well. There you go. I hope you find this very, very helpful. Okay, so that's how you feel. Okay, so that's how you build your retrieve the data mission defenses, and this will work in, like I say, in any of the missions itself. I would say, like I say, if you do like this content, please give this a thumbs up if you don't mind, and comment. It does help, as well as comment below. Let me have some feedback on this if you don't mind. Let me know what you think of these builds so far. Let me know how you find the build, in the sense of, you know, have you used it, and yeah, how have you found it yourself? Okay, also comment below, let me know if there's anything you want me to actually do a tutorial on. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. So let's carry on. No, I don't know. So let's go. Okay.
Oh, there we go. So what is it on about now? So it's going to be about 40 minutes. 40 minutes. 40 minutes that gave me. 40 minutes of running around now. So I've got to run around for a few minutes. Why won't it let me run? Ooh, they haven't respawned. I didn't make it. Oh, this one has to be on the next one. So the coins aren't respawning. Respawn coins. So it's about 40 minutes is the mark for inactivity. So that's interesting to know. That is interesting to know. Actually, so yeah, so if I leave, return to lobby, return to lobby as well. Why is it on this one? It doesn't give me the option to do it as a single player. I mean, a private match, but that one it does. Strange. So, matchmaking. Party choice. Let's just go straight for the coin. I mean straight to the straight to this. So we know we've got 40 minutes to spend in this. Good to know. So if I set my alarm for I'll set my alarm for half an hour. Drivers may AM to PM, was it? Half an hour. So it's good to know.
I will eventually. What I'll do is next time I'm gonna make the changes. I'm gonna leave them bouncing for a bit. But he needs to go forward. Actually, I wonder if that position, because he's actually being hit by the wall, classes in activity. And while he's doing that, I'm just gonna carry on editing my videos. You can go take 1, take 2, take 3, take 4. 2, 3. Cool. Take 5. Control V. Oh, done it again. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you how to build your defenses for Retrieve the Data mission. So let's go. Okay, for this build, I am going to be building it in Stonewood, but you will see it working a bit later on. Now I'll actually show you actually being used in a mission. Okay, this is going to represent the satellite, so what's going to happen is the satellite's going to drop down and it's going to take up one square space like this, so this represents that satellite. Also, I need to stop that. So do I add that back in or do I leave that? I'll actually show you actually being used in a mission.
Do I do that though?
I am going to be building it in stonewood, but you will see it working a bit later on. I'll actually show you actually being used in a mission.
That's a lot of footage. Yeah, let's what I'll do is I'll put that little message in there saying I did not to and oh, what's happened there? Oh, my whole thing's just crashed again, bugged it. Why does it keep doing that, you know? It's crashed on. Crashed on. I want to quickly finish off this, so I'm just going to take a quick break from it. And then, actually, I can share you with this footage with you what I'm doing. Actually, I can just have it there, can't I? And show you what I'm doing as it goes. Just play capture, so you can actually see me. There you go. For the moment, only because there's, and then I'm going to have to sign in with my other account to sort those issues out on the account anyway. So it obviously wasn't. I've noticed it keeps doing that with the of late. It keeps crashing, and I think it's not to add mission to reduce. To make video shorter. Just for I figured it'd be I'll actually show you. What am I just typing on? Oh, I've just added that to the end, and I keep forgetting. You know what? If you're not careful. Control X, you end up typing in the wrong place. Control V. Right, so let's reduce that. The text. There we go, that's good. Actually being used in a mission. Okay, this is going to represent the satellite. So what's going to happen is the satellite's going to drop down and it's going to take up one square space like this. So this represents that satellite. Okay, so we're going to be using stone for this. This build is adequate enough for this. If you've got metal, by all means use metal, but stone should be fine. So using stone for this. It's like this, so this represents that satellite. Right, so I can actually edit off there because I don't need to explain about what materials I'm using. Okay, so we're going to be using stone for this. This build is adequate enough for this. If you've got metal, by all means use metal, but stone should be fine. I can actually cut that bit out and reduce the video a little bit more. So I'm trying to keep the video short. So it's the first thing you're going to want is basic 4. Hang on. Transition, blur, dissolve. So I'm sure that we're fine. So first thing you're going to want is basic 4 walls, like so. Okay, and then you're going to want to put your 4 floors in around those. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly upgrade those. Okay, so next you're going to want to put yourself in the corners, walls like this, 2 on each corner, like so. And then you're going to want to put a set stairs facing outwards like this. Maybe look at that, that's facing up towards that direction, like so. I'm just going to quickly upgrade those.
Next, we're going to put a lid on the top. So we're going to be putting a roof on this, just like so. Okay, and now I'm just going to upgrade them. Right, so that's all the actual build itself. Now we're going to add the traps. So the first trap you're going to want to add is a floor launcher. You're going to want to add a floor launcher at the bottom of each of these stairs, like so. The next thing we're going to want to do is add wall darts, and the wall darts will just go on the walls just behind the stairs, like so. Then we're going to use broadsides, and I'm going to put them on the inside of each wall. Now we're going to put the ceiling trap on. So we're going to take ourselves an electric ceiling trap. I'm going to put them just above stairs. Next, you're going to want to add traps to the outside of the build. So we're going to use our wall darts again. Now we're going to deal with the top part of the actual build. So what you're going to do is you need to get yourself a anti-air trap, one on each corner to deal with anything that may come over the top. Finally, if you're doing this as a solo mission, it's actually a good idea to maybe put some defender posts down as well. And then that way you can actually just equip one of your defenders onto there and then give them a weapon. And that is basically it. What you then do is you would then drop down the satellite. So you start the mission off, you drop it down, and then you would put the lid over the top with a pyramid at the top like that. And there you go. That is the build. That's pretty much how it works. There's nothing more complicated than that. Nice and simple and easy, as you can see, to actually build this defense. Right, okay, so that's the build there. As you can see, it's just exactly what you need. So if you're going to build this in stone wool or plankerton, I would say brick is fine. If you're going to do canny or twine, make sure you use metal because the husks are much stronger. This construction net itself is ideal if you're solo in it. You've then got everything you need, with the assistance of some defenders on top to actually deal with any husks that may come as well. There you go. I hope you find this very, very helpful. Okay, so that's how you build your retrieve the data mission defenses, and this will work in, like I say, in any of the missions itself. I would say, like I say, if you do like this content, please give this a thumbs up if you don't mind, and comment. It does help. As well as comment below. Let me have some feedback on this if you don't mind. Let me know what you think of these builds so far. Let me know how you find the build, in the sense of, you know, have you used it, and yeah, how have you found it yourself? Okay, also comment below, let me know if there's anything you want me to actually do a tutorial on. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. So let's carry on. Right, okay, so this is how let's start again. Okay, this. Okay, I'm gonna take those. I'll take that. Give it that. It'll be too quick otherwise, and you won't see anything. So let's carry on. No. Right, okay, so this is how let's start again. Okay, this is pretty much standard build for this. Start again. I'm running on at the moment is going to represent. You can't see that, can you? There we go. Cool. Right, let's take it back to our normal
page of say for Fortnite. Click export. Export. Yeah, so that's going to be retrieve. Oh my. Data. Leave that. Export it. And now we're going to jump in here and we're going to sort out the issues that I've got with that. So I need to put infinite hang on, creative map. Hey Mr. Pickle. Coffee. Look, you get to see what happens behind the scenes. Escape the maze, there we go. Escape the maze. Okay, that's exported now, so I can put that up shortly. Put that up there so I can see the chat, just in case. Escape the maze, let's go. Let's resolve these issues. So, I'll give you an idea what's going on with this map, just so you know. Let's do this first. So, player needs to have infinite ammo. So we're going to give him inventory, infinite ammo. Inconsumables or I can take off infinite consumables as it goes. Infinite reserve magazine. I think it's reserve. There you go. It doesn't really matter if we do both. And then I also wanted to add sliding as well. I want them to do locomotion. I want them to be able to slide. That as well, because that just feels weird if you can't. I've got to sort of respawn coins. I'm going to take a break for 2 minutes. I'll be back in a minute. Hello. How you doing, my man? Yo, Garling. How you doing, Garling? Right, so I'm in the process of sorting out this map. I was AFK in it. I managed to get up. I got up to 40 minutes without the before it said, you know what, we're going to kick you in a minute if you don't move. So what I'm doing now, Garling, if you're still there, is just sorting out the issue. A couple of issues with this map that I've just realised. So one is I've just done it so infinite ammo, and also I needed to be able to do it so people can slide. So the done that. So infinite bullets I've done. Match play. Oh, player choice. So matchmaking. There we go. Party choice. So that should be fine. So that's not a me issue. That's a So the reason I put AFK, Garling, is purely and simply because of the fact that I wanted to test. We want to get rid of that now. We want to get this and put this under here. This is actually, so the idea, the XP that's going to be hopefully on this map is going to be from a couple of things. One is this. Let's make that a little bit higher. So that one first. So you're going to get XP from bouncing on this up and down. Oh yeah, I need to do it so player cannot break anything as well. So I want to make it sure player can't break stuff. So pickaxe. We don't need. Or allowed to edit. No, allow building all. We can actually take that off now. No, sorry, we can take that off now because I was going to do it. So no, we want to do it so player can build some structures, science. So I want to do it so yeah. So the player doesn't need to have a pickaxe. Doesn't need a pickaxe. It doesn't need one. For this game. Environment damage off. Fire explosive weapons with fire damage can set. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's that bit done. The other thing I need to do is sort out the coins. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to redo these coins. What's happened is it looks like I forgot to do it so they respawn. Yeah, so I need to this is going to be a. This is the fun part. So I've got to do all these again, which means I'm going to have to build the ramp again. We're going to take that one and drop it there, so we don't lose all. I found out once I was doing this that it's quicker to actually just walk along with them, and it's the only way you can do with this. Maybe I can make the coin a little bit smaller as well, because then you don't need to see anything, do you? The thing is, it's knowing what else to add to here that's going to give XP. Let's pick up that. No, not you. Pick up that. Thank you. So it's knowing what else I can put on this map that's going to give it XP.
Stop. So I've got like 10 minutes before that's going to say you are inactive. That's good to know. So what I'll do is I will my other account. So what I'm going to do is leave now with this account. Like, return to lobby. Do I have any V-Bucks on this account? Maybe I can. Spend them V-Bucks. I have 800 V-Bucks. Right, okay. So let's first of all. Do I have a creator code on this? Oh, so let's put one in. Yeah, darling, how you doing? Why does it not let me? Why is it not sending that? I can probably play this Friday. Oh, okay. I need as many people to play as possible, because what happens is for it to be categorized for XP, I need a few people to play it. So then Epic look at it and go, right, there's people playing it. We need to do the XP on it. It won't let me do a support creator. That's just stupid. Why won't it let me do a support creator? Well, I can't make you a moderator, darling. I don't know you. To be fair. Maybe one day in the future. But it's like no point having a moderator who, like I say, the moderators need to be here all the time, and like no one ever seems to be. That's why I made Jaden a moderator, but even he's starting to and Kelly. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. All right, let me have a look. See what I can get. What can I get? I got 800 V-Bucks on this account. Let's see if I can get something. So I get buzzing emote. Let's purchase that emote. There we go. Well, claim. There we go. Right, so that's that sorted. Sorted. Let's go to play. Yeah. So I like to say it's because first of all, you're not here all the time. So yeah. And secondly, I've only, you've only just appeared. Like, if you know what I mean, it's not like I've seen you loads and loads and loads and loads. I've known you for years, if you know what I mean. So, I'll be honest with you, darling. There's no really. I don't really get that many people coming into the stream anyway. So, maybe it'll change. Maybe things will change. Who knows? Hopefully, things will change. I had a look at that map, by the way. That was actually really good. Thanks for that, by the way. I had a look at that map. It worked out really well. So I was like, actually, you know what? What I need to do is I need to make all my maps. We're having XP maps behind them, so people come in to use the XP maps. I think that's basically what he's doing. He's doing that. So. And that's how they become popular. So I'm like, yo, let's start making all my maps with like X. I mean, this one I've actually just made. I only made this like last night. So I need to. Why is that on continuous? I don't know. So let's just drop down here and make sure there's no more of them. I don't need them. I'm gonna leave them there for a minute. I'm gonna have to redo this rail, ain't I? I'm gonna have to redo the rail, unfortunately, because. Right, where's a coin? Right, let's pick up a coin. Here you go, and you get to see me do my XP map. Right, so this is the map I'm making now. Make it a bit smaller. I'm going to make it a bit smaller because it's a bit big. So the idea, I'll show you what you got. So we've got XP. So you got a trap this, where you can bounce up and down. And that gives you XP. And then we've got this shooting range here. So you're going to shoot at them and that will give you XP. And then you've got these buttons as well. They will give you XP. When it all gets categorized. So the trick is not to use too much stuff. So, and I think basically what it is, Epic recognize when you've got lots of stuff on there giving you XP. So I have to, the next map I'm going to make, the next XP map I'm going to make is in UFN, because I want to incorporate that thing that guy did in his, where he was like destroying buildings, and you can only do that in UFN, I found out. So I'm going to basically do that in there. What I'm doing now is I'm just basically putting out a load of coins. The idea is it's just continuous, and then they're just one long thing. Hang on, did I do the respawn? Ah! I've done it again, haven't I? I'm meant to be making them respawn. I thought they'd all disappeared then. I thought, oh, here we go, I'm going to have to do it again. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, so we've got this. So, first of all, you got a maze. That's the game. The game is a maze. And then it's not that hard to solve. I have made harder mazes than that. I mostly will make it bigger. I'll mostly make it so you get through to that point and then you then go through a teleport and then go to another maze, and that gets harder, and then another maze, and it's like escape maze. So it's like escape rooms. So you have to solve each puzzle to get away. I'll put some things in there like props and stuff. So you can, you have to find a certain thing to get on. Respawn when receiving from. So you actually do this from, what's this one? This is 126. Why is it saying, oh, okay. So it's collectible coin. Respawn when it's collectible from collectible coin. Uncollected. So what will happen is now, when I collect this coin, it will respawn instantly. Let me just keep walking backwards. A lot of coins. There we go. That's enough that way. And then on the way back. So we'll do it here. Say for instance, you use this as a line. And we're going to follow this line backwards. until until I get far enough. You know, there was a point, but I was trying to do this, so it's like I was trying to do this over the actual rail itself, but then what I realised is you don't need to do that. So I'm going to get rid of that one, that one, that one. I'm going to try and get it level with that one. That was good. When I play, I will play all your games and favourite them and follow your career. Oh, thank you very much, Garlin. But yeah, that XP map that you showed me was like really good, which made me think, well, you know what, I need to start playing a few more XP maps and stuff, just so I can like, let's have that, there we go, just so I can do get more ideas for XP maps. So is this actually on the line? It's well, we can just get it to the end here. No, that was right. About halfway along. That vid and map. What vid? No. The video, the map was something else. That was a different one. That's a different one. Even though I have actually started to do stuff on that as well. Okay, so we're going to get that to there. Right, this is the trick to this now. So I have to put this, make this start going up. Like so. And then turn it. Like so, and then turn it again, so it's kind of going in line with this, like so. Yeah, and then let's take that down there a bit, like so. So now I'm just going to test it out now. And make sure that I land. That doesn't look like that's going to land on there. Right, so we'll just follow this round now. Oh, that was the one, the XP one. The XP map that guy makes. That was really good. I went on it myself. And where you throw the buildings, the porter things down, and it oh, hang on, no you don't. There you go. See, it's landed okay. Now, obviously, what happens is with the other one. So I'm going to reduce the height of that a bit. So let's resort this out, because what's happened is this bit here is too high. So I'm going to drop this down, level with that, level with that. I'll take this one here, I'm going to drop that down to there, and that means it's a smoother incline. kind of. So it should be able to manage it as the players on there, then I should be able to handle it a lot easier. I mean, even if you just got a small amount of XP for this, for each one of these. Okay. Yeah, so even if I only got a small amount of XP for every single time you landed on one of them, no, actually I'm going to have to put another one of these up there, so I'm going to have to bring, isn't it freaky where you can go for the floor, this, over to here, purely and simply because what's going to happen is it's only lasts for so long. So you're going to want the momentum to get up onto the next platform. There. And that's it. So we're going to play that. So let's show you how, Garland, you're going to be the first person to see how to get to this part of the game. Okay, so this is look, you got a choice. You can either do the map. I mean, you can go and do the maze if you want. Yeah, you can take a pick, yeah? Or what you can do is you can just go over here and just go there. Yeah, and then basically come over here. Right, so we've got that to help us get a little bit of speed. It lasts for about 10 seconds, that does. Well, that's a lot of coins, man. Still not enough. So that needs to be lasting longer. In game. Just we have to test these things, you know. I would like to try and make an AFK map if I can, just so people can 20 seconds. 20 seconds should be enough to get from around to there to there. Alright, let's go over here. Let me just gauge this. Right, so that's actually high enough, so I can actually bring that down. From here. That one down to here. I wonder if I delete that part. Oh, there you go, that's good. That's better. Oh, that was a risk, that was. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one, so it's a smoother transition. And then get rid of this one. Straightens out a lot more, doesn't it? And then we can get rid of that one. So that should straighten that out. And then if I get this and take it to there, if I take this, take it to there, hopefully that should do it. Okay, so we're going to jump on it like there. Alright, we're just going to, obviously that's kind of cheating. Right, so I'm going to let it do a lap again, because I want it to slow down as if it's going around normally. The idea is to be able to do this for half an hour. So half an hour you can just go round and round circles. There we go, perfect. And then what it'll do, it'll get up to this point here, go through that again. That'll enact that's that. So that was the other thing I needed to do. Matchmaking party choice. Right, so now we're going to republish that map. Publish it again. So Garling, you now know how to get onto the this map thing here. It needs to be the best kept secret. No, it's not on. Oh, there you go, projects. Project, map update. Map update. Luckily they don't mind once you just do. I mean, this is like the lowest rating you can get anyway. Not lowest rating, I mean it's like children. One current player, that's my out account there. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have to leave. What do you mean, wait? So we're going to leave this go back to we're going to leave this account. Turn to lobby because of the fact that it needs to update and can't really do that while it's in the lobby. So let's have a quick look. Do you want to see something else interesting? Let's have a look. See, I was going to do one on 1v1 map, but the problem with the 1v1 map is that it's built on the water, so it's very hard to actually do anything. Let me show you this, Garling, if you're still there. This is something else I've done. See if you can figure out how to get to this one. So here we go, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. There we go, XP map. See that? All these coins. That's on a timer for 10 minutes. These are these coins as well. Me and my coins. You got different weapons. You can pick up some coins there, so you can buy a weapon. You got some consumables there, and here you've got a zombie spawner that you get XP from. So from that as well. That's that one. So that's another one that you can try and figure out how to get up there, eh? I'm always looking at the map, thinking, is there something that doesn't look right? Is there something I can change? Do I need to take something out? Do I need to add some? Oh yeah, this is something new, Garling. This is good. Look, I've got this now. Watch. So, how the game works now? Before you had all the guns over here and you could just access them, but now what I've done to make it a little bit more interesting is I've done it so you start with these. You can get access to this gun here, which is free. That one you pay for, and then what you got to do is wait for that timer to go down. And then you can get access to these guns. And then you have to wait for that timer to go down, and you can get access to these guns. And then you gotta wait for that timer to go down, and you get access to these guns. And then if I go through here, there's a load, and this one here is on a timer. Actually, that makes no sense because I've got it as 30 minutes. So yeah, this is a different game. This is a different game. So we need to actually make this a little bit longer because it's out. How long is it for? That's an hour and a half. How long is an hour and a half? So this is 30 minutes. That's 36. So I think actually 36 would be enough. 36. 36, so maybe 3,800. Oh, so we're going to make this 3,800. 38, so it's slightly longer than an hour. So 63 minutes and 20 seconds. So what happens is I might actually change it. No. This is the other one that you've just seen. It is a newly created game. That's a different one. That's it's called Escape, Maze Escape. Yeah. So the other one is called Maze Escape that I've just released. This is a new map here. Actually, hang on. We can do this. We can now add. Let's go into that. So now what I can do is I can go bum 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 bum. Control V. Press OK. There you go. So that's a new one. Sorry, I'm falling asleep and losing my hearing. Charlie on Friday, Australia. And this time, please make a vid on your game and what other stuff, please. I could, well, the thing is though, I don't want to give away too much because how the XP works is this. Epic's got about 12 million XP a month they give away across different maps. And how they allocate the XP is they'll look at how people are gaining XP will dictate how much XP they give per item. So if I go in and everybody just goes in and starts doing all the XP stuff, what happens then is Epic will go, well, there's lots of XP stuff in that map. We'll give it a very low amount of XP per item. So the idea is to set up everything ready. So what happens is people get access to an XP item, for instance, which I will bring down. And then what happens is Epic will go, okay, we'll give you X amount of XP per item. So we'll give you a lot more XP. So if, like, for instance, if I do it so like only one person walks through a coin, yeah, then what will happen is if someone walks through one coin, XP will go, oh, there's only one coin, so we'll give a lot of XP to that one coin. Yeah, but what they don't realize is in a different area of the game, there's tons and tons and tons of coins. So that's how these guys do with the big maps where they give lots and lots of XP. What they do is they do it so you can access that. They set everything up. They don't let anybody know where everything is. I believe this is how they do it. And then what they'll do is they'll say, we'll give you X amount of XP in this part of the map, like that map that you showed me. So people could drop stuff and they could destroy it with cars and everything. So that's what you're building. But what Epic obviously doesn't know is that behind the scenes in a different part of the map, which you have to access certain wings to get into it, basically what would happen is you can now drop tons and tons of stuff and break loads of stuff. So because they've allocated a lot of money to damaging breaking something, and they allocated like 23,000 XP or something like 2,000 XP per item, suddenly you're able to make a massive amount of XP really quickly because basically it wasn't there because it's in a portal, the portal fort, the thing that you just drop and you destroy. So I've got an idea how to make that easier. And how you make it easier is how I'm going to make it easier. So I'm going to do the same implement but make it easier for people to destroy stuff. So rather than having to keep breaking stuff, I'll do it so you can just press a button or something and it just blows them all up, explodes them, and then basically they'll all break in one go. And from the bottom one to break, and then they'll all just break. And then I was even thinking of actually pre-building everything, and you go in there and you get like XP for breaking props. So you build all the props, yeah, and then what you do is you have the TNT, which will blow up the props, destroy the props, and then what happens is, so you press the button, it destroys the props, and suddenly you get a load of XP for destroying a load of props. That's what I was thinking. Things like that. But yeah, so no, this is just basically where I've updated this game. So now it's got, because I've had to get rid of some of the aesthetics stuff just to make room for more stuff. So I will, I did say
I would keep updating these maps. I will keep doing more stuff on them. The one thing I have noticed though is this doesn't seem to spawn very often, and I've noticed how often does he spawn on determines which creatures will be affected while this device is enabled. I've noticed this guy doesn't. He just doesn't. He just doesn't seem to. These didn't seem to spawn for some reason. I don't know why. And these as well. I don't know why this doesn't spawn, but yeah, they just don't seem to want to spawn. I'm getting lots of these guys spawning, lots of them spawning, lots of those are spawning. Let's have a look at this cube spawner fiend. So lots of fiends are spawning. Let's put some brutes on there, I think, and then we're gonna do some more of this stuff, because basically I think we could do some more. And I tell you, it's so funny playing this game now, because at one point you just got those tons and tons of like husks, these things, and this would actually reduce. So what I need to do to this is get rid of all of these. Not here. I'm not sure why that's there. Start getting rid of some of these singular things like this. So that will free up space. Because you don't need this many. So we're going to get rid of these. And then what I can do is have loads of these instead, which will hopefully mean it'll use less memory as well. Yes, unfortunately some things will accidentally get deleted when I do this, because no, I've just deleted a mountain. The one thing I think they could do in this game is like the whole house is underneath the building, like is undo. I wish they had an undo part. Because the amount of times you'll be doing something and you go, oh look, I've accidentally deleted. I didn't want to delete that, but you can't do it in this side. There you go, that's that sorted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting more and more of these guys. So I can go like that, there. We can copy that and we can bring that, put that over here. And then we can bring that and bring that over here. We're just going to bring that and bring that over here. Here as well. So we've got lots and lots and lots and lots of zombie spawners. Look at them everywhere. So it should still get the effect of like lots and lots of spawners.
And then what I can do is run around and just basically allocate them and give them random. I can choose random on these now. Please make a video on your games and other stuff, please. I am making videos. I'm currently making lots of videos. Well, I say on lots of videos. It's not specifically on my games. It's I've made it on because I am going to be doing videos on my games, but I've got to wait. I've got to wait for Epic to categorize them for the XP. If they hurry up and categorize it, I can make a video on it then, because I can. But I have started to look at it, like in the sense of how I'm gonna do the video, because I did record some footage, but then I was thinking, well, do I really want everybody going on there to the XP part? Yeah, once it doesn't give them XP, because they're just going to go on there and they go, because it's not ready to give XP, because Epic are going to go, oh yes, here we go, we'll give you XP for this. This will also be better as well, because there'll be less husks around. So what I want to do now is quickly go to these and go, right, let's have a look, make it random. There we go, all random. So we're going to start making these random, so it spawns random creatures. All random. All random. I suppose it would make more sense if I just go like that, go like that, go like that, get rid of that one, and then just basically do one, and then we'll keep hold of that one for a sec. That one as well. There you go, we'll get rid of that one. I am going to have to test it to make sure that it's still giving money for the ones that spawn in. And what we're going to do is just going to put so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this now. Where's the one I've got? I just want to make sure that's random still. Still right, yeah, good. So we're going to copy that one. And we're going to spread these around instead. So that loads of them are these spawners instead. So we're still getting loads and loads of zombies in. Husks and stuff. Look at that, the amount that's going to just come in down there. That one there. We'll just chuck one here. We want lots and lots of these because the idea is it's meant to be like farming. Yeah. didn't put it down enough. We'll chuck a couple over here, and there as well. Well, imagine how much stuff's gonna spawn now. The game's not gonna be able to cope. We can get rid of them. Yeah, I don't know why I'm worried about too much about like how it lands, because you can't, once you're playing the game, you can't see anyway. One up there, need some up here. Let's see, is there anywhere I've missed? Or you can maybe put one up the top. No, let's have one up here. Well, yeah, start. That's definitely reduced the amount of memory it's taking. Yeah, and if I don't play what and review, and if but don't watch your live on Friday morning, and you can please do it at 8 o'clock. If I have set times for streams now, darling. Right, so let's go and grab. I've got no gun, so we're gonna take a shotgun and that, and whatever that. So that's gonna keep us going for the moment. So look, random spawns. That's better. Random spawns is so much better. And look, they've spawned under here. Now I'm gonna take out some big guys as well. That's good. Again, medium XP, good, and that's harder to deal with. What about the big guys? What do they give? And look, they're actually, for some reason I can't run. I'm being chased. Oh, he's definitely good. I'm going to end up dying before we get anywhere, because let's face that. I mean, there's no way I can't even get up. Oh, there's a way I could get up there. Look, I'm about to die. Seven enemies. How much gold do I have? So I swapped over to the better gun. Oh good, I am getting gold for these. I ran out of bullets. $160 for that one. So that's fine then, so let's publish that now. This should be hidden, so I need to hide that. I got a score 329, even though I've killed 14 enemies. How did I even manage that? And then we got that, so that's it. Let's end the stream. End the game. I need to sort that out. That should be hidden. The base, yeah, that's fine. No base off. So we don't want to see the base. Well, like I say, I have set times for streaming now, darling. Just because, I mean, I'm only on now because I figured I should stream my game. But yeah, so I have set times now for streaming and stuff. Alright, bud, no problem. You have a good night's sleep. Let's go over to Sea Tycoon. Actually, yeah, I couldn't run then, could I? It did feel like it wasn't running. Let me, no, I don't want to go on Escape the Maze. I want to go Zombie Tycoon. Right, Z Tycoon. I've got to figure something to do with all this gold, because everybody's just getting lots of gold. It's like the amount of gold you get. That's why I had to put the vaults in, because no problem, that's fine, mate. I had to put lots of vaults in because the let's have a look. Allows running. Is running allowed on? Yes, allowed sprint is on. Allowed sliding is on. Allowed slide. In a couple of seconds, Garland, I'll be ending my stream. I've got to do some upload my video for later, and also do some recordings for. So I'm gonna actually I'll stop now. But I can record the footage now. But you won't see my face because I'll be hiding my face because I need to do my shorts and stuff for my shorts. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, Garland. Thank you for coming anyway, mate. Yeah, good night, mate.